Hello fellow collectors, and welcome to Galagun Toys. Thank you very much for joining me in today's video, and today we are doing a full update of my collection. Okay, so we're going to be going through Dragon Ball, we're going to be going through everything. We're also going to be packing up all the lights, the camera, and we're going to be heading on over to my mum's place, where I have my little hidden collection, and we're going to be including that in today's video as well. Let's just jump into it. We've got a lot to cover today, so this will probably be a bit of a long video, guys, but bear with me, and for any of you that are interested for purely just Dragon Ball, we will be uploading a just Dragon Ball one in the coming days after this one is uploaded. So yeah, let's just jump into it, guys. So I think we'll start at the Bunpresto wall and the detail quickly, guys. So first we'll start at the top of the detail, and you can see I've got my 1/4 scale NECA turtles up there. Donnie's hiding in the back. Great figures. Just an absolute must-have for any Turtles fan. And then I've got some more Turtles, some Batman Beyond, old Bruce Wayne. Just some really great stuff in there. And then onto this part of the detail, I've got like Link, I've got some Zoids, some Marvel SH Figuarts, some Reveltech Metal Gear Solid, some SH Figuarts Power Rangers, SH Figuarts, Star Wars figures. As you can see, it's a little hodgepodge of everything in this particular detail shelf. Moving on down to the Beast Wars, and this is my masterpiece Beast Wars thrown with a few other random Beast Wars Transformers thrown in that just look really good. Most of them are from Generations or Universe. The Rat Trap, the Black Arachnia, the Waspinator in the back, and the Rhinox. But the Megatron, the Optimus, the Cheetor, and the Dinobot are all masterpiece ones. So they're a lot more expensive and yeah, just a lot more detailed and nicer. But these guys are still pretty well detailed. The Black Arachnia and the Rhinox are probably the real standouts in those particular less valuable Beast Wars figures on that shelf. And here we've got another bit of a hodgepodge shelf, guys. We've got some Metal Gear Solid Real Action Heroes. We've got, I'm not sure what brand that Eddard Stark is, but then we've got some SH Figuarts, some classic D-Arts. We got a Mezco, I think it's Mezco Dread down there. So yeah, just some really great stuff. Now on to my baby, the Bunpresto wall. So yeah, quite a lot going on up here, guys, so I'll just try and move as quickly as possible, but just so you guys can get a really good look of everything that's going on up there. As you can see, there's so much going on these shelves. A little bit of everything. Some really fantastic pieces that I really love. I just recently took every one of these off and gave it a good dust. I try and do that once every few months just because it's quite a big job. As you can see, there's quite a lot on these shelves. It usually gets a little bit resorted just because it's a little bit hard to get everything back exactly the way it was, just because there's so much on the shelf, as you can see. And I do have a lot of them stacked on top of one another, so sometimes when I'm cleaning it's a bit hard to get them all into the same position, and I find better spots for other figures and I change it up from time to time. But yeah, I do apologise for the stuff that's a bit dark in the back there, guys. I've kind of got my lighting set up so it covers both sides of the room. But yeah, I hope you can all get a good look of everything on the shelf. Okay, down to the last 3 shelves now. Now this is just some of my smaller random stuff. One of my favourite shelves, if I'm being honest, with some of these new Dragon Ball Super characters on it. Very colourful, I love it. Okay. You see I've got a heap of Dragon Ball Adverge children just spread out along the bottom here, just because I had nowhere else for them. And they just kind of worked there, so yeah, I was really happy about that. So yeah, this is just all exclusively Dragon Ball, this shelf. And yeah, this shelf is just my real pride and joy of my Dragon Ball collection. It really is. Looks really good. I've got to do some resorting, maybe get some newer furniture in the future, just because the setup I have now is less than ideal. It's the only thing that really works as of right now, but I am looking for new options in the future, so we'll see how that goes. But there we go, that is that side covered, guys. Just quickly show you guys my little computer slash workstation. So I got like my little diorama up there on top of the desk. And we got like some Dragon Ball Gashapons there. And just a lot of random stuff spread out around the computer and stuff. Little Batman Beyond Batmobile. I love Batman Beyond. Speaking of Batman Beyond, I do have a little Batman Beyond up there. With this little Wolverine that I just picked up the other day when we were up in Brisbane. And I got a Jiren on the wall here with some Dragon Ball paint, Dragon Ball artwork. And while we're here, I'll just quickly show you guys just some of my autographed posters and just some other random posters in general. Just in my little corner, some of my little plushies. Just chilling on the bed, my Snorlax beanbag. So I'll quickly show you guys my little game area. So this is my PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 games, Xbox, and a couple of PC games, PS3 and PSP, and just a couple of random GBA games. Sorry, Game Boy and one random DS game. Some more PS3 and my amiibos, a couple Kubrick Snake figures, and then I've got just my PS4 games and my Figart Zero Broly there, and I hate pops, but this is actually really cool. This is like a pop Ninja Turtle turtle van. I really love that. That's really cool. And then as for games, this is probably my pride and joy when it comes to my game collection. This is just my Nintendo shelf. So just a lot of handheld stuff, a lot of Game Boy Advance, Dragon Ball games. Actually, every Dragon Ball game ever released for the Game Boy Advance, I have. Every Dragon Ball game ever released in the PAL region, I actually have for every console, so that's really cool. Yeah, some more Dragon Ball titles in there, and like some other stuff. I love Metal Gear Solid, so Pokemon, that's all my sort of jam. And then just a quick look at the Blu-ray shelf, and just some other random stuff. Terrarium that Jess got me a while ago for my birthday. This is just my Dragon Ball Gashapon, little random miniatures shelf. I got all sorts of stuff here. It's pretty full of just a little bit of everything, but really cool. Some really, really nice stuff. Manga I'm currently reading. And yeah, we got this awesome Purunga here. Absolutely love him. This Purunga is just a real standout piece. Absolutely love him. He lights up. He has like some little transparent Dragon Balls that go down in these little holes. So when you light him up, the balls light up as well. The light's not super powerful because it is quite old, but still really, really solid. It was a really great find in Japan. Okay guys, now we're moving on to the details. So I've recently done some resorting in here. I'm very happy with it. So let's just jump into it, shall we? Start up the very top here, guys, and I'll just take you along slowly and just show you what's up the top and just the shelves I got going on the very top as well. See lots of Dragon Ball stuff everywhere, some Dragon Stars, some manga, more figures, DVDs. Moving down here, that's actually a set of 3 pencils that connect together. So that's one of my absolute favourite pieces. I think that's by Ichiban Kuji, actually. And then my Blu-rays. I got a heap of Blu-rays there, and that's signed by Chris Sabat. Like my little my Battle of Gods frame that actually 3D frame that actually came with the special edition of the Blu-ray in Japan. I actually picked that up for like $8 in a junk bin in Japan from a figure shop, so that was pretty cool, from one of those recycling stores in Japan. If you've been, you know what I'm talking about. And then we've got like some more, I got the Dragon Ball GT DVDs over there, and some more Dragon Star figures. Like my little my Battle of Gods frame that actually 3D frame that actually came with the special edition of the Blu-ray in Japan. I actually picked that up for like $8 in a junk bin in Japan from a figure shop, so that was pretty cool, from one of those recycling stores in Japan. If you've been, you know what I'm talking about. And then we've got like some more, I got the Dragon Ball GT DVDs over there, and some more Dragon Star figures. We got a gigantic series Trunks there. Another Bun Presto coin bank in the back there. I got the Kami House one up there as well. So that's really cool. Awesome Sofubi Krillin. We got some model kits in the back there. Gigantic series Vegeta. Some random Dragon Ball soft figure collection figures. Some Yu-Gi-Oh! Kotobukiya statues. And just some more random stuff up in here. So let's start with the SH Figuarts, shall we guys? So as you can see, this is the start of my Dragon Ball SH Figuarts. This is like the Saiyan Saga, sort of Dragon Ball era saga. I got a lot of cool stuff coming to add to that in the coming months, like King Piccolo, so I'm looking forward to that. This is just my Android Saga, Broly movie, sort of Cell Saga shelf going on here. It's a little bit random. I'm slowly sort of tweaking that all the time. And then this is like the Buu Saga shelf, like the other one, always tweaking that one as well. So they're always constantly being tweaked. Now that I actually have 5 shelves for the SH Figuarts, that gives me a lot more room to actually work. I'm not so limited for space. I do find myself rearranging stuff on the fly, which I actually have the ability to do without having to pull out like 30 figures, which is really helpful. And then this is my Dragon Ball Super shelf. This one is going to get a major overhaul pretty soon. I got a heap of new SH Figuarts flight stands coming. I got like 3 of the Vegetas on the way. I'm expecting them in the next day or 2 in the mail. So that'll be really good, and that's going to get a lot of an overhaul. And then the last SH Figuarts shelf. This is really the one I hate the most, just because there's not too much going on here. It's just kind of just random and spread out a bit. Let's get on to pretty much all the Dragon Ball statues now, non-articulated stuff. So this is one of my absolute favourite shelves, just some really, really great figures in here. They all look really good, I love that. I really need to upgrade my lighting. I need some better lighting, I really do. Alright, so now we're just looking at like some diorama figures by Bun Presto. These are just fucking beautiful. I love that. I love those 2 Vegetas. I wouldn't mind getting the green one, actually. Jess has told me I don't need a 3rd one, but what does she know? I think I need a 3rd one. I think I need the green one to go along with the orange and the pink, purple. But I don't know. Let me know. What do you guys think? I think I need the green one. And one of my absolute favorites and a staple in so many collections is this amazing Ichiban Kuji Grade 8 Vegeta with the little little Goku doing the spirit bomb down the bottom there. And just some DODs hiding in the back there. Awesome little Goku. And then we've just got the standard Master Star piece shelf. Not too much going on here. Some great figures, especially the Frieza. And these are two of my absolute grails. The Tokyo Toy Festival Mecha Frieza and King Cold. And then we got like a little Ichiban Kuji young Vegeta down the bottom there. And I think that's a Real Action Heroes Gohan back there, and a DOD Piccolo, my absolute favourite of the DODs. Got like the King Cluster Broly, we got the Masterized Gogeta, and then we've got the Glitters and Glamour Bulma and Launch. And then we've got the newer Ichiban Kuji Vegeta and Goku Super Saiyan Blue. I think they're a few months old now, so they're not that new. And then the Grandista shelf. Now I currently have all the Grandistas except for the base Goku, but that's on the same body as the Super Saiyan, so I don't really feel I need that one. I've got all the ones I really want. Bardock is probably my favourite from the line. They're all pretty good. Gogeta, see my review for my thoughts on that. And his hollow legs, wasn't the happiest with that. And on to one of my absolute grail pieces. I looked everywhere for this when Jess and I were in Japan in 2017, but to no avail, I could not find one. So I did actually purchase one off eBay in the car as soon as I got back to Australia on the drive home from the airport, because I was a little cut that I couldn't find one. But that is just one of the absolute standouts in my collection. And it's just sort of like my little diorama going on in there. You know, I got my Sensu Beans, my Dragon Ball, my Scouter, my little prop shelf. I really love that, and it's really cool. I'd love to have a better display for it, but as it stands, that's the best I can do at the moment. And down to some more cool stuff. I really got to get rid of that crap in the back there. From Dragon Ball Z Collectors United. I'm not a member of there anymore, and actually got booted for some unknown reason by the guy that runs it. So that's really unfortunate, because we always had a pretty good relationship when I was part of the admin team over there. But that's just a little bit unfortunate. I'm not really too worried about that, because I've joined some of the local groups and starting to get to know some of you local collectors that are here in Australia on DBZ Australia. So that's been really good. You know, getting to know local people. And there's just so many great Dragon Ball groups out there. Like, you don't need to limit it to Dragon Ball Collectors United or whatever they're calling themselves now. Okay guys, so that is the state of the collection as of June 2019 in my room here. Now let's quickly jump over to my mum's place, and we'll have a look at the state of the collection there. Because I've just got a lot of new Marvel Legends and some new Beast Wars, so I've been playing around with the display there to sort of see what works and what doesn't. So let me know, guys, what you think, and we're going to jump over there right now. So let's get into it. Alright, fellow collectors, so we're here, we're at my mum's place. So yeah, let's jump into this section of the collection tour. So this is my main wall. We got another wall that we will get to shortly, and a couple little shelves to the side here, but I'll just give you guys a quick little look-see. So yeah, and then we've got the shelves on the side here, which we'll get to in a minute. Alright, so let's start up the top with the Black Series TIE Fighter. Then we got some random Evangelion Razors. And some Gundam razors in the back there from Japan. Just some cool little goodies. Some little Star Wars miniatures there. On Genesis Evangelion crane figure. Some Rick and Morty stuff. I don't know where Morty is. He's probably fallen by the looks of it. And then on to the Marvel Legends part. Now this is my newer sort of MCU shelf. Not actively collecting this stuff, but whenever I see one or I have the opportunity to pick one up, I go out of my way to do so. But yeah, I'm not super going out of my way, so yeah, these are just my two movie shelves. I got a Mantis half built there, still need the arms and the head for that. But yeah, so that's my little MCU shelves there. And this is just my little Spider-Man shelf with a couple other random Iron Man and like a Hulkbuster Iron Man and War Machine in the back there, and Silver Savage. But other than that, the rest is all Spider-Man villains. Lots of symbiotes. Lots of different variations of Spider-Man, Spider-Carnage, I love that one. And yeah, so we've got like Superior Spider-Man, PS4 Spider-Man, Symbiote Spider-Man, Scarlet Spider, the Pizza Spider-Man Marvel Legends up there, the old school one. I say old school, from probably about 5 years ago now. Got like the Goblins, Spider-Hulk. That's a real favourite of mine. But on to my favourite part of my Legends is my X-Men. That's what I absolutely love the most of my Marvel Legends collection. Of all my collection here at my mum's, this is probably all the stuff I actually actively am still collecting. The rest of the stuff I do collect and sort of go out of my way to get when I see it at a toy show or something, but the only thing that I go out of my way to pre-order is the Marvel Legends X-Men stuff. So I got a pretty good lineup going. I'm waiting to pick up the new Colossus, also waiting to pick up the new Storm, the new Nightcrawler to take the place of this one. But yeah, some really, really great stuff. And yeah, looking forward to adding to it with a lot of new figures in the future. Absolutely love this shelf, guys. This is really awesome, and yeah, can't wait for Storm and the new Nightcrawler and a couple others to add to this shelf. And then this is just a little bit of overflow of the X-Men. I got some more stuff coming. I got like my little Exiles team, sort of half built with 4 members with Blink, Sabretooth, Longshot, and Spider-Man here. I would like to put Betsy here, Psylocke in with those as well, but she belongs on the X-Men shelf, even though she was part of the Exiles. But yeah, so that's the bulk of my X-Men stuff. Then moving down to Star Wars Black Series and a few old 3 3/4 inch things. A new Inferno Squad Trooper that I picked up at Toymate locally not long ago. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, just all dark side stuff there. So yeah. We move on to light side here, or well, not entirely light side. We got some villains here, but this is just some of my favourite ones thrown in there as well. And yeah, I just kind of feel there's just some awesome figures. Some of my absolute favourites there, like the Island Journey Rey and the Boba Fett. That's not the Archive Wave one, that's the original. Still a fantastic one. I think it holds up very, very well today. Still one of the best. And then we got Jaina Solo in the back, in the front there. And she's just absolutely one of my favourites, one of my favourite characters from the EU. I really hope they do Jason Solo one day. And we got like Captain Rex, we got Revan, I got Malik and Bastila in 3 3/4 inch there. Oh, Ahsoka's fallen. But yeah, we got like some Rebels, waiting on some more Rebels. We got Mara Jade there. Another Jaina Solo from the 3 3/4 inch. Kyle Katarn, Darth Bane. So that's my little Star Wars Black Series shelf. And I got some more random larger Star Wars figures down here as well. This is all of my Batman Beyond sort of figures that I've got on display here. Just some carded figures in the back there. Yeah, just some random carded figures in the back there, and then the Batmobile, and just some other random figures. Just more stuff I add to whenever I kind of get a chance and see some more Batman Beyond stuff. And here is just some old 90s X-Men figures. I did have a much larger collection of these back in the day. I've slowly whittled those down quite a bit. So this is just my favourite ones and the Age of Apocalypse ones. And we've also got a Stray Spider Carnage. And also this random Spider Carnage, which is absolutely awesome and was the first Spider Carnage figure I ever actually owned. This Wolverine, fun little fact, I remember seeing this on the back of a card years and years and years ago when I was like 9, and really wanting that figure, and then just seeing it on eBay a few years ago and buying it. And still not as impressive as it would have been when I was a kid, but it's a cool little variation of the costume, and I just really love it. I think that's great. The whole line of these is actually pretty cool. The Cyclops, the Gambit, the Jubilee, the Wolverine are all from the same line. They did a Storm too that had that had a variant, 2 different heads, but yeah, I still need to get the Storm, but other than that, I've got a nice range of Age of Apocalypse figures, and a couple of Sentinels, and Nimrod, a couple larger Wolverines. So yeah, just a nice little lineup of characters. Just quickly show you guys down the bottom, this is just a random shelf of lots of random stuff. Some Mighty Ducks, some Space Jam, we got a Link back there, we got Dark Knight Returns, Batman, we got a Edward Elric, we got the dog from Rick and Morty, we got Cloud on his bike, we got some Gundams in the back. To my Beast Wars collection, guys, and I've slowly been adding to this. If you've been following the channel for a while now, you've probably seen me pick up a really significant chunk of these and add these to the collection. I think I've had at least 3 hauls, 3 or 4 hauls where there's been a few Beast Wars in there. So we're slowly adding to it. It's looking pretty good. We've got one more shelf down here. So this is just some of my larger Transmetals and Transmetal 2s. You would have seen my recent haul video of these. I didn't get around to transforming those in the video, but here they are, the Tigerhawk, Black Arachnia, that I couldn't figure out how to transform on camera, and Rampage, and they both look really good, and I'm really happy to have Rampage right here with Depth Charge. Okay guys, so that's my little Marvel Legends wall. Sorry, I almost forgot. I got the box Technodrome up there that's complete in the box. And then I got a sealed re-release Ninja Turtle van. I just love the artwork on this box. So that's really cool. And the Technodrome is pretty clean, the box. It's still, you know, a nearly I think it's like a 30-year-old box, but it's in pretty good condition. And then I also got this Goku up here with Gohan, still sealed in the box new. So we'll just get to some of this Dragon Ball stuff up here. We got a Vegeta, we got Pilaf and Shu there. We got Krillin in the capsule ship. We've got Gohan up there, battle damage. And then behind him I've got a Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Super Battle Collection Gohan and Goten from Dragon Ball GT. And they both come with their base heads and their Super Saiyan heads, so they're really awesome figures. I love those. I've had those for like 10 or 15 years. And then I got like my Zoids here, just some of them. They're just some stuff I collect on the side. And then these are some of my old Dragon Ball movie collection figures. So I've gotten rid of, I should say I'm getting rid of a good chunk of my older Dragon Ball figures from these lines. And this is just kind of what I've kept, just some of the ones I love the most, some of the little pieces I love the most, some of the figures I think just are the best, or some that are a little bit more valuable. So I've held on to those. And then we've just got my Fast and the Furious cars, and just some random Hot Wheels in the back there. And then here is just a heap of childhood stuff, guys, and just random little stuff I've accumulated. That was like my childhood Buzz Lightyear. And these are just lots of little bits and pieces. Yeah, so just some random little bits and pieces. Some I've had literally since I was a kid, like the Silver Surfer and the Wolverine in the back there. They were like McDonald's toys from when I was a kid. But yeah, like some really, really cool stuff. I've had these since I was pretty young as well. This set of X-Men Macca's toys, Connect toys. Yeah, just some cool little bits and pieces. And a part of my collection I'm really, really proud of to have put this together. I loved Street Sharks as a kid, and I've got some really nice pieces added to the collection, you know, over the years. That's one I really, really wanted. I can't remember his name. He's the leader of the villains of the Dino Vengers. But, you know, I've got all my base Dino Vengers. I'm really happy with that. I've got all my base villains for the Street Sharks, -1. So I'm really happy. I would like to get some more in the future that are just in better condition. But it's just hard because they're older figures. I apologize for the dust there, guys. I haven't dusted this particular shelf in a while. Okay, now on to the other side, guys. So I will just make this very quick with the Batman cars. So I'll just give you guys a quick look here. Sorry for the glare from the lighting. Yes, that's another Batman Beyond Batmobile. I've got that one as part of the set. The other one at home is just because I love Batman Beyond so much, I needed a second one. So yeah, lots of Batman Beyond cars from Eagle Moss. I'm actually currently trying to sell that, so I'll let you guys know how that goes. And then we've got a couple more Eagle Moss Batmobiles down there, the Bat Tank and the Bat from Dark Knight Rises. Some more Fast and the Furious cars, ZX. I actually had a ZX about 10 years ago. Yeah, so that's why I absolutely love that particular little Jada Toys car. We got a car from Initial D, the little A86 Toyota Sprinter. And then we got this little Mitsubishi Eclipse from Fast and the Furious. Quarry, Luke Starkiller and Darth Vader concept figure. We've just got a heap of turtles here. As you can see, lots of turtles going on here from all walks of years and variations. And then more turtles up here, guys. We got a cool little diorama sort of thing going on here with all the turtles from the different years just chilling in their vehicles. I'm really happy with how this all looks with all the vehicles on the one shelf. Very happy with it. And then this is just the top. More just random variations of turtles. Krang, the blimp. Lots of villains up here. Lots of random villains. Random turtles just hanging around. Casey Jones. Some foot ninjas. And we'll go down into the sewer, and we've got like Leatherhead and Splinter, the Rat King, some mouses, Neutrino, all the turtles, and yeah. So that's that little side of my wall. And I'll just quickly show you guys this. It's like my little turtle shrine that I've got going at Mum's front door. So I got this really cool poster. And then this massive turtle that's absolutely awesome. And then, yeah, some larger scale turtles that I've got with a Yoda that I got my mum, and a childhood Batman of mine. Alright, fellow collectors, so that wraps up my full state of my collection video for June 2019. So I hope you guys have really enjoyed this full walkthrough of my entire collection at home and here at my mum's. And I look forward to the next one when, you know, I've got some new stuff and done some resorting and I've got something new to show you guys. Alright, fellow collectors, if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to drop a like down below, and if you're not already a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. It all really helps the channel out. Don't forget, you can also follow us on Facebook at Gallet Gun Toys. Thank you as always for watching, and I will catch you in the next video, guys. Bye for now.